This is the second part of network architecture project. So like in this we have to write socket programming. I have written in the code in Python. So like it is just simple basic communication between client and server in different condition. So the first condition was the client will send a message and the server will just display it on the screen, and if the client sends exit message, then the client and server both will exit. Here the code for the server is written, and here the code for client is written. Here it is just like importing socket and system, providing the host ID, using which port I'm going to use, creating a socket object, binding the socket with the host and the port. It will listen only one, it can communicate with one object, one client. Now like this is used to create the connection. Like it will run in infinite loop. It can this is used to receive like 1024 bytes. If the received message is exit, it will close the program and exit the program. It will close the connection and exit the program, and if it is any another message, it will just print and send it back to the client again. As you can see here, if I type any message, it will just show it on the server, and if I type exit, both the program are closed. So the second program was like whenever the user type exit, the server should not exit the program and only the client should exit, and it should be able to listen to a new client again. So for this, like I'm just here, like I have specified it can listen to 5 different client, and here is the code for the client, and here it is the code for the server. I have just made a little bit change from the last program to get this thing working. So you can see that it is communicating with the client. So when I press like send the message exit, uh, now the client has been disconnected from the server, but the server can still, now I can connect again using this command. So like if I send a message here, it will come again. The third script which I have written is like here, like one server will be able to connect to multiple client, and all the messages will be shown on the server screen. So like I have created now 2 client machine on the virtual box and 1 server machine on the virtual box. So as we can see, it is the code for server. Here like I am creating the thread to create thread. I am using the thread thing to able to connect to multiple client at the same time. For that I have created a function, and applying like running that function on different threads so it can communicate with different clients at the same time. So as you can see here, these are the 2 clients and 1 server. I'll just run the server first. The server is running. It is the, now I will just run the client. This error was due to the, like the port number was different, but it is fine now. I change it, it should work right now. So like it is like I have connected 1 client, so and I will now connect another client here. So you can see here, like, I'm sending message from two different client, and it is shown on the server. Both the message are being shown. Here the code is like very simple. I am not doing too many things for this. Like, as you can see here, like, it will just send whatever you type here, uh, and it will send to the server. Mostly the here the code is like, I'm just creating a thread, so it is the main part here for this part. And the fourth part was like, whatever message the server will receive, it will broadcast it to all the clients. It is connected right now, so for that thing the code is the port is again used. So the server started. So I have just started the client. As you can see, I can send message here, and I will just start another client also. You can see I can send message from both the client. Here, as you can see, I was not able to get any message. Hi. You can see here the message that I sent on the client 2 was broadcasted to from the client 1. The message that I sent is broadcasted to client 2. Here the same message from client 1 is broadcasted to client 2. The fourth, like the fifth part of this project was to implement this socket thing using a different coding language. So for that thing I have used the C language for that purpose. Here is the code for the server part, and for the client one, here is the code for the client thing. I will just run that thing also. So as you can see, the connection has been established between the client and the server. So this was the project for NA1.